First of all, guys, thank you. Welcome to our Tuesday Freedom Team training. It's the first Tuesday of the month. It's the 7th. We got an early start this month, 7th of July, but it's the first Tuesday and the first Tuesday of every month. I always look forward to it, man. The stuff we're getting. I got my AI certified agent hat on there from Nick Krem because I got certified through Nick Krem with AI. And man, I'm telling you, it's just I use it. Oh God, is there anybody here not using AI? Nobody, anybody. I mean, it's just I'm using it all day. I'm using it every day, doing stuff, and so and it's all stuff I'm learning from you, Nick. So you're keeping us in the loop here. I love bringing you in here. So Nick and his brother they started the Krem Institute of Artificial Intelligence, working with realtors all over the country. What are you up to now? 1,400, 1,500? How many?
We're actually up to 1,600.
1,600, 10 countries outside of the U.S. Yep. So he is doing some big things for realtors. They're just keeping us up to date with all this stuff. There's so much coming at us all the time, and that's why I love coming in here because I just trust that Nick is going to weed us, get us through the weeds, I guess, basically. And here's the things you need to look at. Here's the things you need to be paying attention to. Here's the things you need to maybe work on. Whereas this other stuff, just don't worry about that. Don't get sidetracked. There's a lot of stuff out there right now. So anyway. Nick, I'm going to turn it over to you. Thank you again for coming in. And again, if you're a guest with us, welcome. You're always welcome. We're here every Tuesday doing this. So, great to have you here if you're a guest with us. And for all the Freedom Team members, I'm seeing you all over the country. Tina, hello, down there in Alabama. Zach here in the Springs. So, Nick, take it away, man. It's all yours. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on, Jeff. And as always, I love being on with the Freedom Team. I love the leaders on here. I truly mean that. There's a reason I show up every single month, and it's because of the great leaders here. Jeff, Kathy, Tim, Sean. The whole squad up here.
Well, I don't know about Tim. I don't know.
Well, he just showed up, so I felt like I had to say his name. So
he's here.
No, I had some great calls with Tim and Andy here. Last couple of weeks about some of the different things they have going on as well. I'll just say this, as I'm sure you guys know, there are so many different ways you guys can take AI, right? There are an almost infinite amount of strategies when it comes to AI. There are an infinite amount of tools when it comes to AI. The ones that work the best are the ones that you implement. Right? That's what it really comes down to. And I know this, look, is AI game changing? Absolutely. Is it world changing? Absolutely. I was looking at a post the other day and it was showing the change from 100 years to 100 years back in 1800 was a horse and buggy to a slightly faster horse and buggy. And then a change in another 100 years was a horse and buggy to a stealth bomber. And it's like, holy crap, how did that happen? Well, because technology and the way things are moving, it's just moving at such a rapid pace. We are getting into the age of exponential, meaning things are on an upward trajectory of how they are moving, especially when it comes to AI. And I'm just curious, what are some takeaways? Because we've been doing these for over a year now, right, Jeff? We've been doing these calls for over a year. What are some of your guys' biggest takeaways, maybe it's a small thing that saves you a bunch of time that you guys implement using AI. I'm just curious on the call. I want to hear from you guys. What are some things that you guys do? Maybe it's daily, maybe it's weekly that you guys have saved a bunch of time that we can all learn from and continue to get better together. What's up, Steven?
I know a big thing that I use ChatGPT for is making social media pictures and posts and things like that. It gets everything all in one. It makes it look really nice. I use Canva on the other side of it. I'm not an expert. I'm learning, right? That's what I use it a lot for.
Hey, Nick.
Dude, I love it. I use it for that as well. And I think it's great because it's simple. Yeah. And it's just simple. It saves me time. I have an idea and I could bring it to life.
Hey, Nick, Tracy Wiggins here, Atlanta, Georgia, and Tennessee. Listen, I feel like you're the one that really brought it to my attention. I think you really helped me open up my eyes to all that it could do. So kudos to you for that. I mean, like Stephen, I use it for flyers. I use it for reports. I use it for even helping me write my post on Facebook. This is what I want to say. I'm able to say my words and it just kind of takes it to the next level. And so I'm so thankful because I really feel like it was Nick Krem and Freedom Team that brought this to us, for me in particular. I just speak for me in particular, that let me know the value of what AI can do for me in real estate. You're the first one that showed us how, to do the listings with it. even with the pictures, how you can, I don't know if you guys know it, you can take a picture of your client's hot mess house and say, clean it up and make it ready for a listing photo. And it will clear everything off the countertop. And there have
Yeah.
been times where I have went in there and tried, because I want things to be right. I go in there and try to move things off their countertops. They knew it was picture day, but they weren't ready. And I
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
go move things off, and then AI has totally relieved me of that foolishness. So I'm grateful to you for that. It has really changed our lives.
I love it, Tracy. And I love the way that you are sharing how you're using it as well. And I think those are just small hinges that swing big doors. Imagine how much time, energy, and effort it would take to do it a different way. Or you might not even have an option to do it a different way besides going in there, cleaning it up, asking the seller to clean it up, and all that entire path. So love to hear that, Tracy. I saw Dan had his hand up too. What's going on, Dan?
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off what everybody else is saying because I've used it now in the last month almost daily. I'm using it for marketing strategies, designs. I'm using it for conversations with other people, customers. Hey, what do I want to say in a proper way? I'm using it for a filing system. Got a market chat GPT line. I'm using it for my listing agreements. Anything that I'm doing, I'm listing that in a separate chat GPT line. So I have a consistent history. So I can go back now and look at what I've done, what I haven't done, what's worked, what hasn't worked. So I have a historical data instead of creating a data sheet or Excel sheet and files and digging through stuff. It's
Yeah.
right at my fingertips.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I think it's great for organization, like especially if you like organizing things into certain ways and then asking it at a glance. Like, I know this is in here somewhere. Can you find it for me? I know I've done that plenty of times, especially when it comes down to like my Zoom recordings. You know how we all have those Fathom note takers, Otter note takers, uploading them all into one place. I'm like, hey, can you find me this, this, and this? Or what did I say I was going to do on this call? I don't know if you guys have ever done that. You said you're going to do something. You can't remember what you said you were going to do. So then going back and saying, all right, break down what I said I was going to do and tell me my action steps. So that helps out there. What's up, Jeff? I see you got your hand up too.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're using it in multiple ways. I mean, every Monday I put out a newsletter to buyers and sellers.
Yeah.
And honestly, it takes me all of honestly about 25 minutes to put it
Yeah.
together. And I'm using AI for every section of the newsletter, whether it's market updates, there's a market update in there every week and some different
Yeah.
things. But here's one of the things I've been using it for. My wife actually started doing this and she's been doing great with this. Like just kind of reviving, like, here's a prospect and we've been talking to him and we've been talking to him and we've been setting up some different things and whatever. And all of a sudden it's like 2 weeks and they've kind of gone cold and it's like, whatever. And then putting that whole scenario into Chat GPT, explaining, here's the conversation, even taking screenshots of the conversation and putting in there, what would be the next thing to say to this person without, we're just trying to revive this conversation, bring them out of the weeds, whatever. And it's funny because they'll tell you like, say this, and it's usually it's so counterintuitive because I want to just checking in, that kind of stuff. It's like, no, don't say just checking in. It's like say this, whatever. And it's funny how many people all of a sudden 2-3 weeks later they've been dark and now they're engaged again.
Yeah.
And just giving us the words to say, whether it's a phone call or a text out to them. It's been using it that way, like on a daily basis, and it's been so good for that.
Dude,
So
I love that. And I feel like that's a small hinge, but that's money, right? That's real life money of getting them to reach back out. And I think this is where it doesn't have to be the fanciest way in the world of like this huge intricate system of how you use it. If you use it to revitalize 5 leads in a year, how much value did you just get from that? How much money did you just earn? And it's just, what are the ways that you use it consistently? So I appreciate you guys sharing that and going through this. And another way that people have been utilizing it too, and especially like with the Halo service too. So like what they will do is like they have an objection that their client stated or something that they talked about. They'll go into Halo and they'll text and be like, hey, can you write me a quick blog about homes, like home prices in this area, why they're going this way, and then like XYZ. And it will write an entire blog and they'll send it over to their clients within 5 minutes. So be like, hey, there's actually a whole blog about this that we just wrote up. Go ahead and check it out. So now it's like, how do you take those objections, that information, create something to send over to them on that way? So I thought that was a great use case. Today, I'm going to share something with you guys. It's just been working really well for our clients. So when Jeff asked me like, hey, what can you cover this week? This to me, it's something really simple that we put together just because somebody asked us to, and then it started working really well. So like, okay, let's create a skill out of this. I'll show you guys like a Claude skill today. I'll give you guys the skill we created. And if you guys want, I can show you like my process for creating this skill too. Won't take that long. but I'll just give you guys this quick skill, and it's something everybody here can do. And a lot of times, I don't know about you, I've attended a lot of over the years, like Instagram or social media classes. And then it's like, wow, I kind of have to become a full-time content creator in order to do it, right? Like I have to get my scripts. I have to shoot my videos. I have to go here. I have to stay up to date with trends. I have to do this. And it sounds great. And I make a plan. And then a lot of times I don't end up doing it. That's just me. I don't know if that sounds like you guys, but it turns into like this whole other job. And it's not, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because I know people who make a lot of money doing that. But like, that's what they focus on, right? What I want to share with you guys is just a real simple way that you guys can get utilize one of these formats in a way that I believe works for all of your guys' day, and how we're going to use Claude and the skill I built to help you guys in this format, right? Does that sound good to you guys? It's really simple. We discovered this just based on all the clients that we are working with at scale. And we found it to be very duplicatable as well. So what I'm going to share with you guys here today, let's get to it, is the format we'll be talking about. It's essentially something like this, where like what you guys do is what you need to do throughout your day, which you guys already do, is shoot like these 7 seconds. Don't go over 7 seconds. B-roll videos. You see what I mean by this? Like, you're driving down the streets in your neighborhood. I want to emphasize, it has to be your actual community. You cannot use generic clips for this. We tried that. Doesn't work. Like, as you're going through your community, you shoot like a 7-second video, right? I'll show you this person who's just crushing it right now. You can see like 493,000 views, 64, 124, 251, 571. And look what it is. You shoot a very simple, it's actually the same music. You shoot a very simple video in your community. Let's go to the next one. All right. There you go. But then comes the part that makes this work. First, it's got to be less than 7 seconds, right? Why does it have to be less than 7 seconds? I'm sure somebody here knows. Before I answer, why does it have to be less than 7 seconds, or 7 seconds in particular? Can somebody answer that for us?
Because they lose interest really quick.
They lose interest really quick. Yep. And you want 100% watch time, because when you have a very short video, 7 seconds, and then you have something that they read, and I don't know about you, I'm a speed reader, but it's going to take me more than 7 seconds. What's going to happen? They're going to end up watching the video all the way through a couple times. So what happens? Watch time's 100%. So what does Instagram say? Holy crap, people love this video. So then more people look at it, right? So 7 seconds. And again, I have to emphasize this. It has to be your actual community, right? And you guys can see it's not like, oh, I need to go to this place at sundown and capture this exact moment at sundown. No, just as you're going through your community, as you're driving by, as you're walking through, maybe you're out to eat and you're like, oh, this will work. 7 seconds, pan, done. What I'd recommend is just put them in a Google Drive, right? You can literally put them in a Google Drive, and then just as you're walking around town, as you're driving to your next showing and you have like a couple seconds, walk around the neighborhood, 7 seconds, right? Very simple. Couple other things. There's like a reason why they would look inside of the comment or inside of the actual thing that you write. 5 unwritten rules of buying a home in Orlando. No one tells you. Let's see, what's another one here? 5 myths about New Orleans even locals get wrong. 5 hidden truths. Right? And again, just simple videos. Then what do you do? Well, do you guys want to see how I created this skill first, or do you just want to see me go through the workflow? Let's see. Put 1 for how I created the skill, or 2 for just the workflow. I'll get to both, but let's just see which one you guys want to see first. 1 for the creation, 2 for the flow. See a lot of both. All right, 1. All right, I'll show you guys how I created it. It's actually pretty simple, right? So what is a skill, first of all? A skill, think about it like this. Like your AI is, I always say, think about it like an employee, right? So I feel like when you look at it under that tense, you think about this differently. Your employee can call upon, like if I'm a person and I learn how to do something, what is that called? A skill that I have, right? Because I'm trained in how to do something and I know how to do it now. So a skill inside of Claude is essentially you are training your employee a skill that I can call upon for you. You don't have to tell it. Like, you don't have to tell me, hey, like if you tell me to build a funnel, you don't have to be like, hey, Nick, call upon your skill first. Now go build this funnel. No, I just know to use that skill at the right time. So with Claude, it's a skill that it has. And if I just ask it, you will see, I want to create a viral reel for, let's see, Phoenix. You'll see, and Claude's going really slow. Everybody's loving Fable right now, so it's going really slow. Phoenix contest, blah, blah, blah. And I believe you should see it here. Reading, you see this? Reading the viral launch content skill before creating reel. So I don't have to tell it to use the viral skill. It just knows, since I told it, like I want to create one, it calls upon its skill. Does that make sense to you guys? So how do we go about creating the skill? Well, here's what I did, right? So I found a strategy of something that I liked. So I would come here, I would screenshot this because I believe these are all important, right? Screenshot this. I'd be like, all right, what are they putting? Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I'd screenshot this. Screenshot this. Maybe get one more example. So I'd screenshot these. And then I would come in here and I would upload them. So I uploaded these 4. I'll say, I want to create a skill that would help me go viral using the same tactics this real estate agent is using. First, I'm going to upload 4 screenshots of what they have on their screen to help them go viral. And these are with like 7-second B-rolls of their city. Next, before you create the skill, I am going to share what they have written in their description to match that. So look, fam, like talk to it like an employee. What do I want to do? Well, I want to duplicate what this person is doing. So I just take a screenshot of what they are already doing that's working. And I'd say, like, here's what I'm going to do. This is what they have on the screen. And then I'm going to share with you after this about how I would like sharing the description of this as well. So it's awaiting descriptions to match. Got it. I'll hold off. And it's saying, all right. Myths, things. So it's dissecting what it is. Next, I'll go to some of these posts and I'll just copy. Here is the first of 4. I'll come back, grab another one. Here is the second of 4. I'm just going to get rid of this one because I'm not using it. Use this one. Here is the third of 4.
My husband Ryan was a healthy 34-year-old, and then 3 months later, he was gone.
Here is the fourth of 4. Do you guys kind of get why I'm doing this? Right? Because in order to actually build the skill, it needs to have examples of what we're actually doing. If you want to go more in depth, you can find another agent who is doing a similar tactic, upload all of them so you have some diversity within it. So now it's mapping it out and it's going to build a custom skill for me. You might ask me some questions here before it does it. Full range. Before I write the file, you've already have a city viral because I already built it. Are you guys tracking with me of like, this is how you build a skill? Like, this is how I went along this path in order to build you guys a skill that you guys can then use. Let's see. Can I get some thumbs up? Does this part make sense to you guys? And like, this is what you guys can do like to build other types of skills. If you want to have like skills are very valuable because it's basically training your Claude, all your different, if you want to train it in your writing style, then you can upload things like, hey, I want to create a skill that is my email copywriter, right? And then you're going to go into there, like give it all of your best emails. And now when you ask it to write an email, you have Claude Coworker or something else to go in there and actively write you emails. It calls upon the skill. Then you can do the same thing for your social media copy. You do the same thing for, I don't know, your YouTube, like anything along those lines, and it will build it for you. You just have to tell it you want to build a skill. All right. So it's going through here and it's building a skill. But while we wait, while that's building the skill, I could just come into here and say, I use Whisperflow because I like Whisperflow a lot. Whisperflow, by the way, it's AI talk to text, and it just works anywhere on my computer. It is my most used AI tool, Whisperflow. If you guys haven't gotten it yet, I mean, I think it's great for prompting. I'll just share this here. I don't have an affiliate link because I feel like it's just that good. But anyways, I use Whisperflow, right? Hey, I want to create a viral reel for actually who wants, let's see, first person to put their area in the chat is the place that we'll create it for. Let's see who can type the quick. Tracy was quick. Wow. I want to create a viral reel for Atlanta to score. Wait, let me do it. I want to create a viral reel for Atlanta. So here we go. Let's see. So scrutinize the viral launch skill documentation, content workflow. Now it's calling upon the formats. And then here, while I'm doing that, I will actually go to customize. I'll download this skill for you guys. Download. And then I will share it in the chat. All right. So I just shared that in the chat for you guys. If you guys download that inside of your Claude, you guys will just go to customize and then add and then upload skill. And you guys just upload that, and then you guys have the viral launch content inside of your Claude. So you just go to customize, add, upload skill. Just download that, and then you can upload that into your Claude. But here we go. Let's see. Let's just say best neighborhoods in Atlanta. And this is where it's going to ask you questions. If you want to make it something else, 5 myths about Atlanta, about living in Atlanta. Let's just say that's what I want to use. So max views and share. And here we go.
Hey, while that's working, Nick, would this also work with ChatGPT or no?
Not the skill, right? Like you'd have to create something else. And I think they have something comparable to skills inside of chat.
Okay.
I mean, you could follow the same format. I like Claude for these type of things. I mean, look, I use both. You can use both, but this is just the format that we use it in.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. So, busting myths. So we're going to use Tracy to see if these myths are true or false. So, get a little real-time feedback on this.
All right, let's get ready then.
You ready? All right, let's see these myths that about living in Atlanta. Let's see what we have.
Drum roll, Tracy.
I know.
I'm telling you, since if you guys know that like Fable is like the biggest one. I have chat. Can you show how we can use this with chat as well? If we have time at the end, I can go through that about how I would do that inside of chat.
But Claude is more dependable, right? As far as the information.
I wouldn't say more dependable. I just think overall I have a better experience inside of Claude. It's better copy. I think the skills feature, code work, Claude. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, like a lot of the developers and people that I talk to on a high level, it's like they all can do what you want them to do, essentially, right? Like it isn't like one's head over heels better than the other. I talk to people who they build everything out on Codex, which is, OpenAI, like version of Claude Code. And it's, or the same thing with OpenClaw and everything else. So I'm not of the mind that like, oh, this one is so much better. If you're using that one, you're behind. It's like, no, the real developers I talk to, they use them all. And they use it like to that extent. So that's just what I would say on that side. Um, but let's see, Tracy. Let's come back to this. So
Here we go.
template, local angle, and then your caption, let's see. So your screen. 5 myths about living in Atlanta that are quietly costing you. So what would that be? That would be this right here,
Uh-huh.
right? So it tells you this is what you put on your screen.
Okay.
All right. Everyone has an opinion about moving to Atlanta. Most of them are wrong. Here are 5 myths. 1, you already missed your window. Cleveland. Atlanta is too expensive. Truth, the median price is still below the 2024 peak, and buyers have more homes to choose from than they will have in years. Is that true, Tracy?
That is true.
All right. Myth number 2, you will land in a bidding war and overpay. Truth, the average home is taking close to 2 months to sell. You have room to think and room to negotiate. Is that true?
Very, very true.
All right. Myth number 3, it's all highway and gridlock with nowhere to walk. The belt line connects some of the most walkable pockets in the city and it grows every year. Is that true?
That is true. Even more trails.
Yeah, there you go. Myth number 4, there's nothing left under 400K. Truth, prices swing hard from one area to the next. Plenty of neighborhoods sit well under that number. Is that true?
That is true.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Myth number 5, you should wait for a crash. Analysts are always calling for a crash. We all know that one is true, right? Like,
Right.
not just Atlanta. Atlanta is not one market, it's dozens of them, and the right move
That's
depends on it. Send this to the person who keeps telling you they are priced out of Atlanta.
All right. I love that.
I would add, for me, I want to make sure that the call to action is always on these. Share the call to action. So like comment Atlanta to get our full guide, because that's like a big piece of this. It should be inside of that skill. So I'm going to adjust this. But comment Atlanta if you guys want the full guide to living in Atlanta.
All right.
Right?
I love it. Mm-hmm.
So how would that work? It gives you exactly what to put on screen. You have your B-roll with audio, and then you have your myths set up for that. Does this make sense to you guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then for me, I use ManyChat. I know you can connect Claude. I think Meta has a way of doing it. ManyChat is $12 a month, and it makes it very simple for me. All I do is add a new automation inside of here. Auto DM links from comments. So it's essentially, this is just how you automate when people comment Atlanta. How do you send them the guide? I use ManyChat. Again, I know there are courses that teach you can use Claude to connect it. You can use Meta. There's different features. I use ManyChat, right? There are a lot of different ways to skin the cat. So I just do auto DM from comments, the most popular ones. I usually just do, you can choose a specific post or reel, right? So if it's like just on this post, comment Atlanta. And then any keywords, I would just put ATL. Maybe say comment ATL on this post. And then it says an opening DM, because you say, hey, click here to get your guide for Atlanta. Send me the link. And then they will get this. Here is your guide for Atlanta homes. Add a link. And this is where you just include a link to your guide for Atlanta, right? And this is where also, for me, one of the things that we use Halo for too is like creating specific guides in places like this. So then I would use, let's see, I'm going to pull it up. You can use Claude if you want to create a guide to send to them. But for me, this is why I like this, because it's on a website for me. Let me pull it up. Because then this is just a real simple way you can do it. I just say, hey, I want to create a guide for living in Atlanta. I want to cover the different neighborhoods of where people can live, some different things about the housing market, and just make it like a guide that lives inside of my website. So I would just go here and it's like, okay, I need to create a guide. I would just text my Halo. It will create a guide for me, put it on my website, and then I would be able to send them the link. And that's how I would create it. So that way it's an actual link to live on somewhere in order to do it.
Man, that's awesome. I want you to back up for me, Nick, a little bit.
Yeah.
Show me again how to connect ManyChat to that particular. So if I'm doing this on TikTok, or would you prefer Instagram?
Let me see. Does ManyChat work on TikTok? I don't know. I haven't used it on TikTok. Let's just see. Yes, ManyChat integrates with TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just see.
You can actually integrate it with all of them, Nick. I think you can integrate it with you. No, no, not YouTube yet. I'm
So
sorry.
these are the ones that you can do. So I would just come to
Yeah.
here and connect to my TikTok,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then you would connect it. And then you go to the automations here.
Okay.
New automation.
Auto
DM
DM.
links and comments. Most popular one. Cancel and start fresh. And since mine's only Instagram, I think that's why I look at it like this. It might give you another option.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I open it up, it's going to already have my little post, and I grab that particular post and then just kind of go from there.
If your post is already live, I usually use a new keyword because I like keeping it simple, and I just say any post or reel. So that way, anytime somebody comments ATL, I don't have to come back if I'm using the same guide for a post.
Okay.
That's just the way I do it because I like the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid.
That's right.
So I'm like, anytime they comment ATL, I know that's going to be a guide. So then I know it's already live when I make a post.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Love it.
Yeah. But again, this is just how you would do it. And then if you guys upload that skill into yours, you just have to go in here and say, I want to create a viral reel for Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out Kathy. Kathy, you're in Nashville, right? Yeah, I got the thumbs up.
I'm a Nashville girl too. Coached by Kathy.
Coach by Kathy. That's got to be a link somewhere. Coach by Kathy. Is that a link somewhere, Kathy?
No, but it ought to be.
Should it be the real Coach Carter?
The real Coach Carter. There you go. I love
Oh,
it.
there you go. While you're doing that, I'm gonna see you in a couple of days on the cruise, Nick.
Oh, you're going again?
Yeah, I am.
Go.
That was that might have been my favorite event that we've done. That was really good.
Yeah. It was definitely life-changing for me.
Yeah, really good.
It was a great event.
I think Tim's coming too, aren't you, Tim?
Tim's got the thumb. Oh, let's go. I love it. Tim will be there. Let's see. Tim might not have to pack all his sunscreen. I probably will. Tim's sun-kissed down there.
Tim is definitely.
Might have to change his name in my phone.
That's what living on the beach does half the year.
I guess so. And then this is just a small thing, but I would edit it inside of Instagram. Like make it inside of Instagram. They like it when you do those things. Here we go. Moving to Nashville. On text, moving to Nashville. Watch this before you pick a neighborhood.
No, it's good.
Oh, my computer's going slow. East Nashville, the nation's walkable. 12 South and Sylvian Park established. Price range. Comment move, and I'll send you my complete Nashville guide. You guys get this? Is this simple enough? Do you guys like this? You guys enjoy this one today? I just wanted to share with you guys when Jeff asked what I should cover today. I'm like, well, we're doing this thing and it's really working for people.
Yeah, I like
it's
it.
really working. So I thought it was something very simple that like anybody out there that's not trying to, do their influencer style post can still utilize it to really target your specific areas. And I will say too, especially if you like when I see stuff like this and I see my actual city, I'm like, oh, 5 myths about North Royalton. Nobody talks about North Royalton. What are they saying about my city? So it's just something small. It might not be about getting 10 million views if I do it in North Royalton because we have like 10,000, 20,000 people that live in it. I don't know that. I don't even actually know the number, but it's not a lot, right? But you'll get hyper localized to people that live in that area that will like to see it, that will comment and give you feedback. So yeah, I wanted to share this with you guys. I'm going to share this skill in the chat again. If you guys have not uploaded the skill or downloaded the skill, I'm going to share it in the chat again. Here we go. I guess I'll open up to questions that you guys might have now.
Well, Nick, I have a quick question about this skill. I've already created like 40 different skills, so I don't want to upload this one and have it step on another one. Is that probably good advice?
Have you created one specifically for this kind of style of things?
Pretty much. Yeah. I copied GoGo's entire plan.
Nice. Yeah.
And created a skill based on her entire network, basically. And so I just don't want them to step over each other.
If I were you, I might name it something more specific, like neighborhood viral skill, and then say like, I want to create a neighborhood viral post. So that way it calls upon the exact skill that you need.
Okay.
I think that would work within that structure.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. Great question. Great question. Oh, yeah. Can you please send me the letters? We discussed the skill Claude, same as projects. It can be the same as projects. Okay, so let's see. I said I was going to cover this. Let me actually open that up inside of chat. I haven't done it inside of chat. I'll just be frank about that. So I'm trying to see.
I have, and it's more like creating your own GPT.
Yeah, and I hear they're getting rid of GPTs, right?
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah.
All right. Give you a skill zip file to upload. It says so chat says they can create skills.
Guys, real quick, while Nick is looking at this stuff, just a reminder for everybody, because I know a lot of you guys come on Wednesdays to our open mastermind. If you haven't seen or heard the announcement, that is moving to Fridays. Okay, so we will not be on tomorrow. EXP moved their weekly big agent meeting to Wednesdays at the same time. So you can find that on the EXP YouTube channel and watch it live. Really want to encourage people to go to that. So will now be every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Our Connect to Collaborate Mastermind will be on Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay. So what we used to do on Wednesdays is moving. We're just flip-flopping those 2 days. So we'll be back here Friday, and come to that, guys. If you haven't been to that, come to that. Really, really good. Just open. What do you guys want to talk about? And we never know where we're going, but it always ends up being really, really good. Some real practical stuff. So just a reminder.
Okay. And our website has been updated with all that info.
Yeah, everything is on there. The calendar's correct, everything. So
let's do this. So someone was asking about creating a skill inside of here. So I'll do the same process. Hey, I want to create a skill about going viral as a real estate agent inside of specific neighborhoods. I'm first going to upload 4 screenshots of what happens on screen that is also accompanied by like a 7-second B-roll of living in the city. And then I'm going to upload 4 descriptions of what is written inside of the post. And then I'll come back here, copy. Here is the first of 4. So I'll do the same format. Load, and there we go. Gosh, the screen is slow today. There we go. In the description, it should ask you the city, right? So it'll ask you what city that you are creating it for. If you're using chat, it'll obviously know yours. So it shouldn't have to switch it. It's wild how this works, right? You know, like all of a sudden Chat GPT or custom GPTs were the biggest craze, and everyone's like, you need to build custom GPTs. And here we are 2 years later, and they're not basically, they're getting rid of custom GPTs. And it's just like that's how this stuff moves. So here we go. Loading skill details, install. Let me see, where would it even be? Can I download it? I think this is where. Make it for Cleveland. See how it work? Quick shot. What's on screen tag? Cleveland not the same. Pick a lifestyle, then pick the house. It's a voiceover. There's no voiceover. I think this is another reason I prefer Claude for some of this, but you know, I could be a little more generic. I would work this a little bit more before actually using it as a skill to get it to what I really want it to be. But it could be the same type of process. All right, family. Questions, comments, excitement, anything you guys want to share here today? You know, part of this would just be you guys as you're out and about in your city, just little B-roll clips, fill up a Google Drive, and you guys can go into there and just create different reels, hook it up to ManyChat. I prefer Halo for creating those just quick, simple guides and everything else. Hey, Denise, I'm from Northeast Ohio. Shout out Northeast Ohio. She's like, North Royalton. That's why you're like, North Royalton. I know that little city. I know where that's at.
Who's got a question for Nick? Anything on today? Anything AI? Anybody? Just unmute yourself if you do. Good stuff. Stephen, you got one?
Yeah, we appreciate the nugget here. I'm older, so I'm still learning this stuff. My wife, she knows a lot more about this stuff than I do, but appreciate your time on this. This is really gold stuff. This is good stuff.
Yeah, appreciate it. I think it's simple. It's simple to implement too, right? Not asking you guys to get on camera, which I do think everybody should be doing, but like there's a lot to do in a day and there's always more. So it's just one of those where it's like, all right, what's a way that I can use this, still make it about my city? So yeah, appreciate that. What's up, Zach?
Hey, Nick. Thanks for all the support. This is awesome. Super easy to implement. I was working this last week on putting together like a listing package or a listing presentation through Claude, and it was going well. I paid the $20 a month, and then I guess I ran out of credits and had to buy more credits, so I just paid like $20 or whatever. I was just curious what you know about like credits like that, because I was able it was like, even though I'm paying for Claude, it made me basically stop. It's like you can't do anymore unless you pay for more credits. And I wasn't doing anything super crazy. It was uploading some images of comparable listings and then just building out the report. But what's your kind of advice for us on credits if that's something we are running out of and stuff like that?
My advice would be just be wary of like the different models because different models take different credits. So if you're doing something that doesn't take a lot of bandwidth, you see like for complex tasks, you can even switch efforts to like low, haiku for quickest. So you can kind of use different ones to for like quick answers and like just kind of putting things together and then go back to like Opus or Fable, which is the bonkers one right now, to actually put it together in the right way for you.
Yep. So I've been switching that. I try to keep it on haiku when it's just like the really simple stuff. And then building out like formatting and getting things to look a certain way, I'll kind of bump it up. I guess for us, like, is there anything that you've done with Fable? Because I know that's the newest, biggest, greatest one, but I wouldn't even know what to use it for.
Yes and no. I've used it to more so pick apart what I've been doing inside of Claude to go back to like, where am I screwing up? And I'd even ask it, where am I wasting credits? How can I do these things better? Where are places that I am not optimizing this to the most? Go through all of my prompts and what I ask you and break down what I am missing, right? Like, what am I not asking you? And it's pretty in depth and it will kind of tear you apart if you're ready for that. But like, that's where I use it as more of like a high-end intellectual, like, what am I not asking you? What am I not seeing? What am I missing? That's at least what I've used it for so far. I think Andy unmuted, so he might have some feedback as well.
Well, I mean, I was just going to say, just Zach, to kind of help you out on that, I use both Claude and ChatGPT, and basically what I do is if I'm really diving into something, trying to find out and get instructions, I use ChatGPT to get instructions to put into Claude, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
I'll tell ChatGPT to shorten it up, give me a prompt, and I'll even tell it my limits on Claude are this. So I want you to make this as simple as possible and get the same result. And then it will actually just do it. It just knows.
Yep. Yeah, I like using both. It seems like I'll get like halfway into a project in Claude, and instead of trying to like ask a certain question or try to get more information, I'll just pop into ChatGPT to get it and then bring it in because it'll kind of mix things up in Claude sometimes, I've noticed. So yeah, that's great advice.
Yeah, and I don't want to get too deep going down the rabbit hole on this, but I mean, and I use it intricately. Like I have my Claude is connected to everything I have, which is my Gmail, my Google Drive. It's connected to everything, including my phone book, my iPhone book. It's connected to everything. I've connected it to everything I use. And so like if another real estate agent sends me an email, it will automatically draft a response to them. My Claude does, and then it will send me an alert and ask me, do you want me to send this email out to answer these questions? And so all I have to do is then just type yes from my phone and the email's gone. So it does it all for me.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Oh, I forgot I did this. By the way, my Halo actually just texted me back. I completely forgot I asked Halo to create the Living in Atlanta guide, but this is what Halo just created and put on my site too. Living in Atlanta, neighborhoods, different neighborhoods, best use. So this is what my Halo just put together, put it on my website for me, built it out, food scene, sports, outdoor location, festivals, different things going on, what locals wish they knew.
It's really good.
So it actually hooked it up. Oh, it hooks out to my Calendly too. Huh. Contact Nick directly. Where does that take?
Tracy, are you using Halo? Oh, Tracy can unmute. Maybe not.
Yeah, but that's guys, we covered Halo on the last call. So it's essentially it builds out your sites and makes it AEO, GEO, SEO compliant, blogs for you 3 times a week. You get 2 custom sites, but then you can use it for things like this. When you're like, oh, I need a neighborhood guide for this. I just texted it. Hey, can you create me a quick guide for living in Atlanta? Great. Created it for me, shared the link, and now it just becomes shareable that I can send out. Yeah. What's up, Tracy? Or Tactics for Agents. I don't see your name. So
it's Kate.
Oh, it's Kate.
No, we're not hearing you, Kate.
Yay. Oh, you're not? Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, there you go. Now we got you.
Yeah.
Better. Okay. Yeah. So I just started using the Whoosy Halo for my website, and I just got a listing, and I was like, well, I just want to try this, and I put the Zillow link in there, and oh my gosh, I can't believe the quality and amazing website that it made.
Let's go.
On that note, I just want to say yay for Freedom Team. I feel like you guys are so great at collaborating the top stuff. And by bringing you in, Nick, every month is like a game changer. And yeah, I'm just so thrilled. So thanks so much for that. And one last funny thing, I was watching this guy on Instagram last night, and he had 3 cell phones, each with a different AI on it. And he said,
Oh.
I want the three of you to count to 100 together. Yeah. And to hear them talking to each other going, okay, I'll say the number 1 first. All right, you do that. And then I'll say the number 2. And then they couldn't collaborate. That's what was interesting. They could not move past like actually doing the task. They were like in the minutia of the actual who goes first and all that. So anyway, just so you know, collaboration will never be taken over by AI.
You know, Kate, well, no, first of all, thank you for sharing that. I do love that about Halo. You just send it the Zillow link, you click a couple buttons, and it creates an entire site, like pictures and the videos. So love to hear how you use that. If you were not driving, I'd ask you to share that link so we could all see what you were talking about. But you are driving. Yeah. And I'll just throw this out here since we have 6 minutes. That brings up a very interesting concept. Because one of the things that people talk about is AGI. If you guys are familiar, like that's where it's like AI actually thinking for itself. Like right now, it's even agentic, it doesn't actually think for itself. It works in parameters, works in probabilities. And when people talk about AGI, I saw the most fascinating take was that it's not just going to be one platform or one like model that goes AGI. It's going to be the synchronicity of all of these AI agents collaborating together. And they're saying that's the biggest bottleneck of what Kate just talked about is them actually collaborating together to reach that goal. That they can't figure out how to get them all to truly collaborate at that level. So I thought that was like an interesting almost personification of what that person was talking about is they can't even get 3 chat GPTs to count to 100 together, let alone try to go to AGI to get like next level thinking. So I thought that was fascinating.
It's good. Nick, can you explain just real quick ManyChat for Roger? He's just not familiar with it. Go ahead.
ManyChat is essentially if you comment this, I'll send you that. That's what it is. You know how people say comment this and we'll send you over the link to something. ManyChat is one of the tools. It's one of the most widely used tools that allows you when people comment ATL, you automatically comment back to them and it DMs them the guide that you're talking about. So that's just how you can do that at scale. If you're just getting started off and you don't think you're going to get 1 million views and 10,000 comments, you can do it manually. It'll just take more time. ManyChat for me, I think it's $12 a month. So it just makes it worth it. So that way, right when people comment, they get the link that I'm talking about.
You can also use it as lead capture too. So yeah, to capture somebody's lead, to their information to contact them in the future. I do the same thing through Go High Level, but it's much more intricate. So it's like ManyChat is just easy, really easy.
That's why I use it. And you can use Claude for it too, but it's ManyChat with extra steps, right? That's essentially, you can connect Claude to it, but then you're going to have to get a training. You're going to have to watch a video. You're going to try and set it up. You're going to have to train it the right way in your voice with the right link. And I'm like, for $12 a month, I'd much rather just say, hey, do this, do that, and be done. Right? We say time's our most valuable asset, but then we'll try to rebuild. Like, I'll just touch on this since we got 3 minutes. There's a lot of things that you can like go into Claude Code. And I saw somebody say, I don't use WhisperFlow. I built my own WhisperFlow. And I'm like, well, WhisperFlow's $10 a month. It saves me a crap ton of time. I never have to debug it. I never have to rework it, try to get it to fit in different places. So for me, it's well worth $10 a month to use a tool that already exists and not try to recreate the wheel, right? Like, I think that goes into the same thing of, sorry if this is someone out here. I saw a post where it's like the peak of Mount Stupid with AI is thinking you're going to build your own CRM, right? Like there's a lot that goes like, can you do it in theory? Yes, but there's a lot that goes into getting a functional CRM as well as compliance, as well as the right information. Like, why not pay whatever amount a month and go out there and make more money? So that's kind of like the line that we're all walking is you can build anything you want, but should you? Right? If it already exists, I'd much rather use the tool that is proven to work and go out there and talk to people, which is where you make your money. So
and Nick, along those same lines, anytime I'm ever get an idea about something that I want to do, I always go into an AI program like Claude or ChatGPT and I say, here's what I'm trying to do. Is there a system that already exists that is cheap enough that I do not have to build this on my own? And it'll give it to you. And it'll tell you, hey, yeah, do this, hook this up. Here you go. Boom. Done.
For sure. I saw someone say Perplexity. Yeah, we use Perplexity as well. If you name it, we probably use it to some extent. I always use Perplexity as my research, and I know there's Perplexity Computer, and then that's a whole nother rabbit hole you can go down. But yeah, what's up, Jeff? I was
gonna say, if you can share your screen again, show Tracy the Atlanta guide.
Yeah.
Tracy's back. She was answering the door there. Tracy, are you available now?
Yes, I'm here. Let me see what
So his Halo built out your
Haley texted me back and it created my guide. So this is my living in Atlanta guide. So I just texted Halo. I said, hey, can you create me a guide for living in Atlanta about the neighborhoods and things to do? And then it created me my guide. And
man, I'm about to put my Halo on. It's
on.
Do you have Halo, Tracy?
I have not been doing it.
Yeah.
Nick throws so much, it's like a fire hydrant. I try to write it
It's a
all
lot.
down, and then something else comes toward me. I end up falling all off. But I'm just so grateful. I mean, he's always shown us these things. It's not the first time you've shown us this, but this time I'm really going to implement
Yeah,
it. And implementation is everything.
it's
I
good.
just send you guys the
Thank
link.
you so
You guys
much.
want to learn more about Halo? Super simple. It's $99 a month, and you get 2 sites, and you guys can get these anytime you want it. Like anytime you want a guide, you want to send something over, it's all run through texting. So you just get a phone number and you literally text it like, "Hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that?" It just builds it out for you and hosts it for you.
Wait, okay, hold on. So you said that the Halo is 99 a month. That's with
Yep.
your special offer?
Yep.
Oh, you got to pay the cost to be the boss. All right.
Yeah. You get 2 different sites. You get one for yourself and then one for a specific community. And then you can just build out things like this
I
anytime you
love
want.
it.
It's extremely cheap for what you get.
Oh,
I
Extremely.
know. I see.
it's
I see.
amazing.
Yeah.
Nick,
I
let
see.
me show. I'm going to share my screen. I'll show my new listing. So
Oh,
this
yeah.
is we did put this in. This is the new listing, and again, just took the Zillow link, put it in,
Yeah.
and it came up with this. So here's a page for the listing, which of course we gave to the sellers. It talks about the neighborhood. All the pictures are here, the gallery. Put the floor plans in there.
And Halo did all that?
Halo did all this in about 15, 20 minutes.
On
Put
them fire.
together video. Like it
And
does
what
it.
did you do to Jeff? You texted the Zillow link to the listing, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then
Wow.
but you got all these pages. Here's like the gallery, with the pictures, and then you got the neighborhood. So it does like all these things about the neighborhood,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
country club and the school district and all this kind of stuff. We did a special page on the country club because that's a big part of living there.
Oh, nice.
So we did a whole thing on that because that's a huge piece to this. But then the blog, which I like, because then it's just stuff that I can now turn around and post on like
Yep.
my Google business page and put it out there, and it takes everybody back to this page.
Yeah.
So
What prompt did you put in to create all that into Halo?
I just put the Zillow listing. There's a
You
place you just give it. You literally just copy and paste the Zillow link.
Or do you say like create a whole website for this with all like neighborhoods, blog post, all that?
So
Did you
I'll
prompt
tell
it?
you what I do. All I do is put in, I have a new listing. Here's the link. And I say, do your magic. And away.
Oh, funny.
So it
Cool.
natively does the front listing page, it does the gallery, the neighborhood, and a blog. And then Jeff wanted to do something about the country club. So I'm sure you just asked it, can you make a special page about the country club? And it
Send
creates
it a link to the country club website and just some couple pictures, and it just put that together because that's
Nice.
Jeff, and I want to show you, since I know Kate's got her hand up. What's up, Kate?
I was wondering, as far as that second site, what can you give an example of what that specialty might be?
Yes. Great question. So I'll show you what somebody else has done. Let me actually go here. School.
And then I have a second question, which is what I love about EXP is all the tools they give us. And I've chosen Bold Trail as my CRM, but then it has this front-facing website. How do I connect the one that I've done with you, my real estate website, with the EXP website?
You can just have them click a link. So it's like, hey, want to search for homes? Click this link. So you just tell Halo to incorporate that link into your Halo site. So when they click search for homes, it takes them to the search for homes page for you.
Excellent.
Yep. So when you're asking about like a second page, I'll show you like what one person did, which I thought was pretty ingenious, was they went to their builder friend that they've done business with. And it's like, hey, can I create an entire page for your new home build in like your area? He's like, sure, go ahead. So this new construction area in Tyrone Township, and they built an entire one about like the floor plans within it. So then they updated all the floor plans and had everything here. They had the different gallery of like the different style of homes inside of the area. So they made it for their new construction person. And they're like, they even asked him, like, can I just use this to send out to clients? He's like, yeah, absolutely. So now like anybody who's asking about these homes is going directly through him. So we built it for like this specific new construction development. So that was like one aspect of this. And Kate, are you inside of our school group?
No.
Oh, here, wait, let's change that. I'm going
I mean, I might be.
Yeah.
Okay, so could I do it because I do coaching, real estate coaching. Can I do it on that subject?
Oh yeah. Here, let me actually see. Let me see your Halo. Let me see. I'll show you. This person built it. I thought this was really cool just to see. Where's Barbara? By the way, these are just here we go. This person built it for their like health and wellness company. So this is just built out. So products, videos, travel, science. So they just texted in, they built it. I think it's a pretty dang good looking website too.
Mm.
And they built it for their health and wellness business.
Okay. Does that link it all back to her real estate somehow or no?
I think at the bottom it does.
Okay.
Thought it said real estate somewhere. No, I think she literally just built it for this. Oh, social marketing, market realtor. She built it for that. But then what I wanted to show you too here, like Jeff too, like after you sell it or if it's under contract, I believe this is the one. Yeah, like you get the listing site for life. So it's $99 one time for the listing, but you get the site. It's active for life. So like once you sell it, you can say, hey, change 5105 Pine Street, Hearst to just sold. And it will go onto the site and it will make it either under contract, just sold, and then you can use it in future marketing to show the properties that you sold. It showcases them, use it on future listings to show what you do. So it's just like you get it for life. So why not turn it into a future marketing that you can use for just sold as well?
Yeah.
Just a little food for thought.
To take it into a listing appointment, I think just here, let me show you some of the listings that we've had. And, I'm going to do the same thing for you in your house. In fact, even go in there and have it already done before you even walk in the door.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do they not sign on with you? Probably because nobody else has done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's just ways you could use that. I put it in the newsletter yesterday that I send out to buyers and sellers, and emphasize like, here's the listing, whatever. And yeah, it'd be nice to sell that house through that, through send it out. But it's more about like marketing. Like, look, if you got a home to sell, I'll do this. We'll do the same thing for you. This is what we do. And so.
And I just got a new tool that I'll use. Here, let me use this. Max redemptions. How many redemptions should I give on this coupon? Because now I can create a coupon code. How many should I give? Like 3? I'll give out 3. So here we go. I'll turn.
What is it for?
$1.
The joint.
Yeah. All right. So now I'll put the link here. Halo price. It's $99 a month and then $99 per listing. So the $99 a month gets you the 2 sites, and then the listing is $99 one time, and you get that for life. If you guys go here, and when you go to sign up, if you use the coupon code FREEDOM, let me see, FREEDOM. I created 3 coupon codes. So you guys get $20 off your first month. So I created they just added this feature for me on the back end. So for everybody else, sorry that they just created it yesterday. If you use coupon code FREEDOM in the coupon code, you guys get $20 off your first month.
There you go.
I created it for 3 people. So that's redemption 3 times. So there you go.
So I heard it two ways. I heard 99 a month. I heard 99 per listing. Then I heard you say 99 per listing one time.
So it's $99 a month and you get the 2 sites. They blog for you 3 times a week. They can update based on like what I just showed you. Like, hey, create a blog about this, create a home guide. And it does those things. And then per listing, it's $99 one time. So like you get a new listing, you text it your Zillow link, it creates the site, it turns the pictures into videos.
Oh, it's per listing. So that's okay.
But then you get that for the lifetime of, and then you could turn it into a just sold and you get it for as long as you need it. It's not $99 a month for the listing. It's one time. Yep.
Okay. So you can utilize that one listing. You pay that $99 for that one listing. You can use it different ways, different ways you want to use it. And then if I need to get another listing, it's another $99, right?
You got it.
I want to make sure I'm good on it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. 99 per listing.
Okay.
But then you have that listing page for life. So
yeah.
See you, Tim.
Cool.
I like that.
Cool. Anybody else have anything you want to throw out? Anything else? Any other questions, comments?
One last question. Nick, does the new site for the listing automatically go on to your real estate Halo site, or do you have to ask Halo to do that?
you would ask Halo to do that. So it doesn't automatically connect. You would just say, hey, can you add this under, I'll show you like, I know we're a little over time here, Jeff, so I apologize.
Okay, go ahead. No, you're good.
I'll just show you like what this agent did for that. She just added a tab called active listings. Oh, active listings. And then she just connected her Halo sites to it. So then she just created a tab on her main Halo site that said active listings, and she connects her newest listings to it that way.
One of the things that I did with that one, because it is a big house and it's a nice house, we just made it a featured listing, put it on our homepage of our Halo site.
Yeah.
You know? So along with everything else on there.
Yep.
No, I did a whole breakdown of neighborhood pages, in Colorado Springs, and just and made each page separate. And then to index those on Google search, learning that from Tim and Andy, whatever. So I don't know, just it's so much. It's great stuff.
Awesome.
Any other comments, questions? Anybody? Andy, Kathy, anybody have anything before we go?
Great stuff, as always.
Good stuff as always, for sure, for sure.
For sure.
Hey, cool. Jeff, okay, is it okay to mention tomorrow morning?
Yeah, go ahead. What are we going to do? Yeah. I forgot about that.
So tomorrow, guys, this is completely optional. So 0 pressure, but we're going to do a prayer time on Wednesday mornings from 9:30 to 10. And anybody that wants to come will be on this same link. That's Central Time, 9:30 to 10, right before the big agent meeting. So if y'all want to come in and have some prayer request, anything, we'll be here at 9:30 tomorrow. So like I said, no pressure, totally optional, but wanted to throw it out there for anybody that might have interest.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Awesome. Cool. Nick, thank you, as always.
Yeah, absolutely.
See you Thursday, Nick.
Yeah,
is that the Thursday, Thursday? Is that what it is? Oh,
that's man. The cruise. Should be there.
I know.
I'm going to send you pictures every day, maybe multiples.
Well, Jeff, I had to get 2 tickets because I signed up late. I got a spare ticket.
Oh,
calling it out there. Yeah. Well, we'd have to room together, though, Jeff.
I like it. Wow. Oh boy, that's almost too much to pass down, Jeff.
That's tempting. So, I might be in touch, Nick.
Anyway, yes, we'll see you Thursday, Kathy. I appreciate you guys on the Freedom Team and going a little bit over time here.
Thank you.
Really good. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everybody. Y'all. See you
tomorrow
if you want to come. Thursday, Agent Attraction Q&A. Friday, the Mastermind. Okay? We'll see you then. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.